Well, as the wars in the Middle East and Ukraine rage on, President Joe Biden welcomes Australia's Prime Minister to the White House. Mr. Biden emphasized Australia and the United States continue to stand together, while adding the alliance between both nations has never been more important than it is today. White House correspondent Owen Jensen reports. Owen?
Tracy, good evening to you. President Biden and Prime Minister Anthony Albanese stood side by side today. President Biden saying both nations, the U.S. and Australia, are committed to building a better future, including greater opportunity, dignity, security, and liberty. But current world events are making that a huge challenge.
President Joe Biden holds a formal welcoming ceremony for the Prime Minister of Australia. Ceremonial troops marched across the South Lawn, and before a crowd of thousands, both men took to the podium.
And we'll never forget those brave Australians and Americans who, generation after generation, gave their lives to give us a better world.
When sadness and strife have cast a long shadow on our world, you understand that the task for all of us is to draw on the strength that hope instills.
And as wars erupt around the globe,
together, we're standing with Israel against Hamas terrorism. We're standing with Ukraine against Putin's tyranny.
Also on the agenda, a free and open Indo-Pacific. While the two leaders met in the Oval Office, President Biden recalled a discussion with China's president.
Well, I was asked by Xi Jinping a couple of years ago why I was working so hard with your country. I said, because we're a Pacific nation. He looked at me and said, yeah, we're a Pacific nation, the United States.
And in the Rose Garden, President Biden once again addressed the war in the Middle East.
Israel has the right, and I would add a responsibility, to respond to the slaughter of their people. And we will ensure Israel has what it needs to defend itself against these terrorists. That's a guarantee.
Now, President Biden went on to say that Hamas does not represent the vast majority of the Palestinian people. Also, separately tonight, we're told President Biden did call the new Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, to congratulate him, adding he looks forward to their working together for the American people. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.